Hey guys, Gizbeat here. What we have for review today is a THL W200S. This phone was acquired from 1949deal.com. You can see the LCD is excellent. Very good viewing angles on this LCD from the sides, from the tops, from the bottoms, even from the corners. We are actually going to keep this phone. This is the phone that is going to be my keeper, at least for the meantime. There were a couple of Chinese apps included. Sorry, not Chinese apps, but Chinese keyboards. You can see here I included 3 Chinese keyboards. It's not a big deal. For me, it doesn't bother me, them sitting there like that. And if it bothers you, you can remove them. It's not too difficult, especially if you're rooted. The DPI settings, I really like the stock DPI settings of the firmware here. You can change this if things are a little too small or a little too big for you. You can change the DPI. However, I do like the stock DPI that came with this phone. Not too big, not too small. It's just about perfect. I want to mention here the slants. I'm not sure how well you can see that in the video. This slants, the top slants up, and here the bottom slants up also, or down rather, depending on how you're looking at the phone. That's part of the case, and it adds a bit of class. If you take the case off, it actually goes straight back. The inside of the phone is not slanted. But I really like what they did. It's just a small addition to the phone, but it adds just a little bit more class and character to the phone. The back, you can see it has picked up some fingerprints since the unboxing. However, it's not nearly as bad as your standard glossy back case. I really like the design of this phone. They've included this. I'm not a fan of plastic, but they at least tried to make it look like brushed aluminum, and I like it. Adds a bit of character here. I do like these side pieces in here. I do like the design. As I already mentioned, the buttons, they give a nice firm click when you press them. And I do want to mention the buttons. The capacitive button lights are a bit light here. We'll see if you can even see those in the. There, you can see them now. They're very light, and I like that. I don't want these bright lights in my face, especially at night. They're subtle, and as long as you know where the buttons are, it's not a problem regardless. It does need to be mentioned, some people like these to be bright. For me, I like them dim. Firmware is bug-free, very stable. I haven't experienced any crashes, any freak shutdowns. I haven't experienced any forced closes from the apps. Very smooth, very stable firmware. The external speaker is very good. I was quite surprised. It's clear and crisp, and it quite loud. Not the loudest I've ever heard, but it's on the top end of things. It sounds, and it has a nice clear sound about it. The GPS locked, cold locked in less than 45 seconds. That was when I first got the phone. I turned it in airplane mode and I turned GPS on, and it locked within 45 seconds. It's getting a warm lock within 5 seconds. And guys, let's see. One more thing we need to mention, that the making phone calls is no problem at all either. I could hear the party on the other end, and they could hear me perfectly. And it's a phone, so it's a good thing it can at least do that. And I really like this phone. This is the phone I'm going to keep, and I can recommend this phone, the THL W200S. The battery life was very good. We're getting anywhere between 5 to 6.5 hours on screen time with this phone over a period of 15 to 20 hours. So it's quite good. It should get even users who use this phone quite a bit. 5 hours on screen should get you through the day, and this phone does provide that. I like this phone. I can recommend it. If you guys come by China Phone Arena and Gizbeat, we've got reviews and we've got pictures from the camera on Gizbeat.com and on ChinaPhoneArena.com. We've actually got a comparison, the THL W200C versus the THL W200S, little photo war there. So guys, come on by the website, subscribe to the channel, and keep them coming.